Good morning, seventh grade. It's Thursday morning. We're going to start this morning with some information about your grammar lessons. Yesterday you had lesson 5.1 that some of you have already started submitting, dealing with participles. Just kind of a recap. The participle, it says, if you look at page number 84, it's used as a verb. It's a verb that is used as an adjective. Now, these participial adjectives can have different endings, ending with an ing or with the past tense ending of ed. Present participles end in ing and past participles end in ed. Your participial verbs our adjectives can also come before what they modify or after. Participial phrases will have the participle and what they modify. When you look at 5.2 on page number 86, it gets more into where we place these participles. And it says that a participial adjective after a linking verb should not be confused with a participle that is part of a verb phrase. And if you look at page 86, it goes through and gives you some examples. For instance, the outlook was promising. Notice the ing ending on that participle. That's actually a participial adjective, and it's modifying the word outlook because it's telling you what the outlook was. The next example says the day was promising to be a complete delight. In this case, promising is part of our verb phrase, was promising. We have the helping verb was, which completes the verb phrase. The next example, the man was honored for his bravery. This is part of our verb phrase, was honored. You see it used similarly to the one above it. The man was honored to be part of the team. In this case, it's a participial adjective modifying man, telling us what more about the man who was honored. In the middle of our lesson page, it tells you 3 different questions you can ask yourself to find out if the participle is a participial adjective. For instance, can the participle be used in front of a noun, like the honored man? Can it be compared, like least honored? Or can it be modified by like, for instance, the word very honored? The assignment is from page 87, exercises 2 and 3. And in exercise 2, number 1, the sentence says Nicholas Copernicus, a Polish astronomer of the early 1500s, was a dedicated scientist. Now, when you look at that sentence, you want to find the word that's a verb that's being used somewhat as a describer, which gives it the sense of the participial adjective. In this case, you look at the word dedicated. Dedicate, it can be a verb as well. We have an ed ending on the end. So if you go back to lesson 1, it talks to you about participial adjectives. They can have an ed ending, which is the past, or the ing, which is the present participle. So you have dedicated ending in an ed. That's your participial adjective. And you would only write dedicated for sentence number 1. You're going to go through numbers 1 through 8. You'll have one word answers for all of your questions in exercise 2. Now, moving on to exercise 3. Exercise 3 asks for you to identify the participial adjective and the noun it modifies in each sentence. In sentence number 1, Ptolemy's ideas about the movement of the sun around Earth long remained unchallenged. Unchallenged, you see there, ending in an ed. That is your participial adjective. And you ask yourself, what remained unchallenged? What is the noun that unchallenged is modifying? The answer would be ideas. So in your answers that you'll be writing, unchallenged equals ideas. You'll have 2 answers for section 3, exercise 3. Now, all of your answers need to be written on the assignment page on the LMS. If you upload a doc, that's not something that we can convert easily. So please write it right on the LMS assignment page. You also have a reading section 1 due tomorrow from your novel. There will be a quiz opened tomorrow at some point for you to take on section 1. Section 2 is being assigned to you as well, and all of those are listed for you on the LMS page on the very front of our page on our wall. So if you don't see it, it's going to be below my videos because, or anything that anybody's posted on the wall, your reading assignment is going to get lowered and lowered each time we post something. And usually you'll have a video from me every day, day and a half. So make sure that you're checking out the reading assignments as well. I'm working hard to get all your questions answered, and we're working here in the building. Next week, we're going to try working from home a bit, so we'll see how that goes. But if you have questions, please answer or please ask me, and I'll be happy to answer as quickly as possible. So take care, and I hope you're all doing well. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.